So one of the most common questions we've been asked during these last 6 months is, how do we get seen in front of college coaches when we don't have access, due to COVID-19? And that's, a challenge for everybody. Now, one thing that's definitely changed with college recruiting is technology. And the great thing about technology now is that we can get content, at least, in front of college coaches fairly quickly. What I mean by that is we are having our students utilize their Twitter and a YouTube page to get content in front of college coaches. So how we do that, keep in mind, Twitter is short little clips, all right? Our YouTube account, we're going to be using for larger files, things over a minute. For example, game footage, or we're going to show a practice session. All right, so some really important things to keep in mind when doing this. Number one, make sure that these are only softball accounts. All right, we don't want to be mixing it with your personal information. All right, so make these softball only content. And if you go to our website, usleatraining.com, go to under college recruiting, go under the recruiting camp tab, we are actually going to put a resource up there for you showing how to actually set up your Twitter account and your YouTube account, what type of information you should put on there. We'll show an example of what some of our clients' screens look like, just to give you an example. So other really important things to remember when we're getting this information out to college coaches, that this is a marketing plan, which means we need to be consistent. Once you commit to do this, it's something you have to do at least twice a week, maybe 3 times a week, to be consistent with the content. All right. In addition, we want to make sure that we mix the content up. All right. So maybe one day it's your pitching, and then one day maybe it's in your strength training. Maybe one day it's a clip of a strikeout pitch you threw in a scrimmage or a game. Also, really important to keep in mind, if we can use measurable benchmarks. What I mean by that is the video content. College coaches are pretty smart. All right. They know that some of this can be staged. All right. You could have been there for 3 hours trying to get the perfect curveball or the perfect, swings. So if you can do some things that are measurable, for example, as a pitcher, we love the Pocket Radar. They've got the Smart Coach app that allows you actually to see the pitch and the speed. That's verifying your speed. So that makes the coach go, okay, that's valid. Timed run. If you are a speed demon, hey, go outside and do a timed run from home to first. All right. So a college coach can sit there with their own stopwatch and test your time. If you're a catcher, throw your throwdowns from home base to second base and show your quick time. Things like that, bat speed, all these things that are measurable. All right, very important. And now we've got high school starting for most of you. All right, so soon we're going to have some live footage we can start posting as well. Now, very important, I want to keep in mind too, that providing the college coaches content is important. We recommend that you actually tag the college coaches that you're interested in, as well as also use some other softball sites that may even repost some of your footage. As I said, if you go to our resource on our website, we're going to list some of those websites that we suggest our clients use. But also keep in mind that most college coaches will not use only video to make that final decision unless they absolutely have to. So this is the way to basically get these college coaches to come out and see you when they can, all right, and make that so that you are their top priority, all right, because there's things college coaches still want to see live in a game that they'll never be able to see from a video. For example, how you interact with your teammates. How do you respond to your travel ball coach as they are correcting you on the field? How do you respond to striking out? Do you go back in the dugout and pout, or do you get back on that fence and start cheering on your teammates? So those are some of the elements of the game that a college coach is still going to want to see live. Because understand, when they're recruiting you, they're just not recruiting you for your skill. They're recruiting you as part of their family. You're going to be their softball family for 4 years. So they're looking at the entire person. So I hope you found this video helpful. And I asked if you go ahead and share this with your teammates and friends. And if you have any comments or questions, we would love to hear from you. And please hit the subscribe button at the bottom of this video and have an awesome day.